In this session, we're going to explore the question, what did the Romans do for entertainment? But before we travel back to ancient Rome, let's think about the question for ourselves. What activities do you like doing in your spare time? What events do you and your family do together on special occasions? Pause the video and just think about those two questions to begin with. What activities do you like doing in your spare time? What events do you and your family do together on special occasions? Back in ancient Rome, one of the most popular forms of entertainment was a gladiator, and we're going to be exploring that life of a gladiator during this session. Now, leisure activities were very different in ancient Rome to the leisure activities we enjoy today. There were no cinemas, bowling alleys, or football stadiums. One of the most popular places for entertainment in ancient Rome was the circus, and you can see examples of a Roman circus on the screen in front of you. You can see the Circus Maximus ruins in Rome, and then you can see a floor plan of what this would have looked like in its glory days. However, these were not the kind of circuses that we have today, but were arenas that were used for chariot racing. And here you can see a modern day reconstruction of what it would have looked like back in ancient Rome. So this is the ancient Roman version of a circus. However, the most popular form of entertainment was watching the gladiators at the amphitheatre. Gladiators were usually criminals, prisoners of war or slaves who were bought by an owner called a Lannister. Some gladiators were trained in gladiator schools called Ludi. They were given good food, medical care, and were taught how to use different weapons and skills. It was in the Lannisters' best interest to take good care of their gladiators, to give them the best possible chance in the arena. Gladiators were trained to kill and to die with honour. In the amphitheatre, people would watch fierce battles between pairs of gladiators, and sometimes between a gladiator and a wild animal, such as a bear or a lion. The crowds loved watching the bloodthirsty sport and would cheer on their favourite fighter. When the gladiator was near defeat, the crowds would use their thumbs to show whether they wanted him to live or die. If they liked him, thumbs down to show the sword should be put down. If not, thumbs up to show the upward thrust of the sword. The host of the event, perhaps a noble senator or even the emperor themselves, would then decide whether the gladiator should be saved, in which case he put his thumb down, or killed, thumb up. This was a great way of getting the public to like you. There were lots of different styles of gladiator fighting, and they all depended on the weapons a gladiator was given. You can see on the screen some examples of different gladiators, and on the download from the website you'll find out some more and the definitions behind them. These gladiator games took place in the amphitheatre. Most towns had an amphitheatre, and they were not only used for gladiator fights, but were also used for other forms of entertainment during the year, such as animal shows with music, or chariot racing if the town didn't have a circus. What do you think the atmosphere would have been like at the amphitheatre? Do you think it would have any similarities between places that we visit today for entertainment? Have a little pause and think about that. Think about what sort of things you'd expect to see when you're at the amphitheatre and how you would feel about them. Would you have a favourite event maybe? For your independent activity, you're going to imagine your name is Lucius and you're a spectator at the gladiator fight at the Colosseum in Rome. I want you to write an eyewitness account of everything you could see, hear, smell and feel, and try to make your account sound as exciting as possible. To help you with this activity, you'll find on the website a document which has images of gladiator battles. So some will be reenactments, so photographs, and some will be paintings from people. Maybe some will be mosaics from actual ancient Rome itself. You'll also find a planning template, and you can use this if you want to help you organise some of your ideas. And of course you can remember some of the stories we've been reading in our lessons. So maybe the fatal fire, when Mary and Master Tullus went to see the chariot racing. Or maybe some films or some research you've done yourselves. So think about how you can make this as descriptive as possible, and I look forward to reading your eyewitness accounts of your gladiator battles.